Hey, thanks for spending some time with us here in the latest installment of the Eagles Nest. I'm your host, RJ Santillo. Tonight we talk with junior on the Golden Eagle women's lacrosse team, Carly Matondo, about the team's recent win over the University of Rochester. And then it's championship week for the championship teams here on campus as we open their keys to victory with the Gates of Success with Ryan Gates. And then we will give you the top 10 things to anticipate for the spring season. All that and a whole lot more coming your way on the Eagles Nest. At this point, happy to be joined by junior standout on the Golden Eagle women's lacrosse team, Carly Matondo. And Carly, we'll get right to it on Tuesday. A big win against the University of Rochester on the road, and it's the first win of 2011. A shellacking, 15-6. And not only was that your team's first win of the season, you scored your first goal of the season. When you get into the third game and the goals and the wins don't come right away, maybe as they did last year, does that go into your mind getting ready for the game? And can you take a deep breath now that you've got both of those things out of the way?
Yeah, it's definitely a reliever to know, the pressure to getting the first wins out of the picture now. So that's nice. And spring break, we were in Florida. We had we went 0-2 to start off, and that's always hard to come out, from 0-2 to come out and win. So we just had the mindset that we're a better team than how we played, and we just really came out strong and showed it to them. So it was good to make a statement.
And last year, when you put that side by side with 2009, a complete tale of two different seasons. You go to 13-4 last year from an under 500 season in 2009, and you experienced your first SUNYAC postseason action as a player here at Brockport, and you bring back four of your five top scorers from last year. You bring back your goalie. You got a lot of key pieces back, but how do you think you stack up against a team like Cortland? They've won this conference every year since 1999, and you guys are on the upswing. How do you stack up in your mind?
Well, Cortland's always a good team. They have really nice facilities, so that's nice for them to always be able to prepare all year long. Unfortunately here we have grass, so we're in a little gym. But Cortland's always had the mindset of always being good, and going into playing a team like Cortland, you always need to just have a positive mindset. Because if you go in with a negative one, you automatically put yourself out of it. So we just go in with a positive mindset, and we know that we can beat them. We're better than that. So.
And talking with junior on the Golden Eagle women's lacrosse team, Carly Matondo. And Carly, I'm not even sure if you know this, but you've won 7 games at home dating back to 2009. 7 consecutive games. That's the entire duration of last season, and 2 games at the end of the 2009 season. A lot of teams feel more comfortable at home, being that obviously you don't have to travel and you're not out of your comfort element. But how do you guys translate that into wins?
It's always nice to be on your home field because, like I said before, we don't have turf, so a lot of teams aren't used to having the grass, and just having your own atmosphere around you, and the fans are always great. We always like to have a good crowd out there, so it's always nice to be in your own field and have the whole school behind you rooting you on. So.
And finally, Carly, your freshman year, you led the team in points. Last year, 2010, you scored 27 goals. And if I had to tell you, you have to sum up what kind of player Carly Matondo is in her junior year. You're a leader on the team at this point, a veteran. What would that one word be?
Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't know. I'm very much a team player. Going into a game, I don't think, I want to have this many goals and this many assists. Of course, I try to put it away as much as I can. I'm an attacker, so that's what I try to do. But, I really just try to look for the team's best effort and what's best for the team and the plays, and, just try to put the points up there to show that we're a good team.
Team player. We'll hyphenate it.
Okay.
Carly Matondo, junior on the Golden Eagle women's lacrosse team. We certainly appreciate your time.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Of course, good luck the rest of the way. The conference schedule right around the corner, and look to extend that home winning streak.
Yeah, absolutely.
We will be back here on the Eagles Nest. Stay with us.
Hey folks, I got a surprise for you. ATV towels. For when your college TV diet spills into boredom, the plain program won't soak up your laughs like the fun-driven program of ATV. Watch this side-by-side comparison.
ATV, the laughter picker-upper. It's upside down.
I'm Brett Gendra with your Golden Eagle Sports Update. We all hope that you enjoyed the spring break, and one thing is for certain, the Brockport baseball team certainly enjoyed theirs. The Golden Eagles hit the road to Florida over their spring break, and they were phenomenal, going 8-2 over a span of 7 days. When the baseball team returned home to Western New York, they had to get right back to work by taking on the RIT Tigers on the road. The Golden Eagles continued their winning ways by defeating RIT 10-6, thanks in large part to the leadoff man, Max Keto. He went 4-6 at the plate. The Golden Eagles weren't afraid to play aggressive on the base paths either, stealing 12 bases in the victory. The Golden Eagles returned to action Saturday with a doubleheader against Cortland starting at noon. The Golden Eagles softball team also had a memorable spring break. They went 10-2 and outscored their opponents 84-25 so far on the season. As a team, the Golden Eagles are batting .376. They're led offensively by Sarah Rosenbarker, who's batting .576 with 1 homer and 10 RBIs. The Golden Eagles also have a dominant pitching staff, led by Stephanie Greer, who is 6-0 with a .52 ERA and 52 strikeouts. Greer has only given up 18 hits on the season so far. Their next game is Saturday on the road at the University of Rochester, and their first home game is March 30th against the Tigers of RIT at 1 p.m. Over to Brockport men's lacrosse, and the team started off this year on a little bit of a slow note, losing their first 4 games over the season. However, a couple of games were hard fought, such as a double overtime loss to Clarkson 8-7 and another 8-7 loss against Morrisville. The men's lacrosse team picked up their first win against Kean University 9-5, where senior Andy Hilton and junior Nate Thomas and sophomore Jesse Elliott all would have 2 goals to lead Brockport to that victory. The next Golden Eagle game is Saturday against Elmira on the road, but their first true home game is March 29th against Casanova at 4 p.m. Finally, the women's lacrosse team had high hopes going into the 2011 season after a fantastic 13-4 record. However, the season hasn't quite been what Brockport had hoped for, falling to Ithaca College 6-10 and then to Connecticut College 13-11. But don't fret just yet. The Eagles would avenge their losses Tuesday night when they headed to U of R and won 15-6 on the road. Sarah Brown led the ladies with 4 tallies in that one. Their next game is at home. The women's lacrosse team will play Saturday against St. Lawrence at 2 p.m. here on campus. That'll do it for me, your Brockport Golden Eagle Sports Update. Back to you, RJ.
Hey, thanks, Brett. With Championship Week right around the corner for the Golden Eagle Gymnastics team and Maria Quagliana of the swimming and diving team, we give you their keys to victory as we open the gates to success with our own Ryan Gates.
Thanks a lot, RJ. You know what? The women's gymnastic and Maria Quagliana, they're both going to be competing for the national championship. And their keys to success for the gymnastics team, first of all, it's going to be the experience factor. They have been in this tournament for the past 2 years and have come in second both times. They've nearly tasted victory, just have not gotten over that one plateau to get the victory. I think that experience is going to play huge into their national championship hopes. Second of all, it's hunger. Like I said, they were there the past 2 years in second place, but just one step away. That hunger of coming in second 2 times, it's going to have to play a big factor in for this team as they want that national championship game. You don't lose twice in a row in second place and just not want to win. Third, revenge. The Cortland Red Dragons, the only squad to beat them multiple times on the season. And guess what? They're going to be there too. Recently, Cortland beat Brockport by less than 1 point at the ECACs, And you know Brockport did not take that loss lightly. They're going to want some serious revenge on their rivals in the SUNYAC. The Screaming Eagles are going to have to come down from the sky and claw the Red Dragons and take the national championship game. And the fourth key, it's not going to be Caitlin Dewey. She is not going to be able to make the national championship appearance. She has gone to injury. So this leaves room for other players on the team to step up, specifically Elizabeth Levy, the other all-around performer for Brockport. She's going to have to put up some huge scores along with other players on the squad in order to take the national championship game. And now over to Maria Quagliana. It's going to be her third national championship appearance, her third consecutive as well. She holds the record in Brockport for the 1 meter and 3 meter dives, and she's got the experience. If she is going to take home the national championship crown for the Golden Eagles, she is going to have to use all the experience that she has accumulated over her 4 years as a diver at Brockport in order to bring home that national championship. Those were your Gates way to success. I'm Ryan Gates. Back to you, RJ.
Thank you, Ryan, for those well-thought-out words of wisdom. We'll be back. Stick with us here on the Eagles Nest. All this and more.
All this and more. All this and more coming up.
Coming up.
Coming up on the Eagles Nest. Back here on the Eagles Nest, and to conclude the show, on the eve of this being the first week of spring, Ryan, we will give everyone the top 10 things to anticipate for the spring season. Number 10, the men's lacrosse team looks to build on an 8-6 record from last season and qualify for the SUNYAC tournament for the first time since the team was reinstated as a varsity level program.
Nice. Number 9, the annual Point After goes on the road for the annual Cooperstown Baseball Hall of Fame broadcast. It goes down Sunday, April 3rd from 1 to 3 in the afternoon on 89.1 The Point and 891thepoint.com.
Number 8, Ray Lund of the track and field team will be able to throw a weight farther than J.S. Shaw, our producer, can run without getting tired.
He goes to the gym.
Debatable.
All right. Number 7, the weather is getting even nicer, so it's time to watch out for all the Lance Armstrong wannabes. When you walk to class, don't get sideswiped.
That's happened to me. It's dangerous.
Scary.
Number 6, Buffalo natives, the Goo Goo Dolls, will hit the stage on Sunday, April 17th on the Brockport campus.
Nice. Some classic tunes. Number 5, the women's lacrosse team posted a perfect 5-0 record on their home turf last season and have won 7 consecutive home games dating back to 2009. They continue to look to continue their dominance at home as they open their home portion of their schedule this year on March 26th against St. Lawrence.
Number 4, the baseball team is out to an 11-3 start early on and looking to not only repeat as SUNYAC champions, but return to the NCAA tournament and win a game in the national tournament.
That's what we're all hoping. But number 3, the wrestling season may have come to an end on campus, but WrestleMania is right around the corner, jabroni.
Number 2, Brock DePort will officially commence on Friday, May 6th. This serves as a reward for all of us hardworking folks around campus, you and I included.
Oh, I'm hardworking, all right. Number 1, Stephanie Greer will look to win 20 games fresh off a 17-5 record in 2010 with 21 complete games and 6 shutouts. So far in 2011, Greer has posted an ERA of .52 with a 6-0 record.
You think J.S. Shaw could even catch up to following off?
No. J.S. Shaw, no speed factor whatsoever in his game.
Thank you to J.S. Shaw, our producer, as well as Mike Baggerman, Brett Gender, Ryan Gates, and Brian Mazurowski. I'm RJ Santillo. Thanking our special guest, Carly Matondo, for stopping by fresh after a 15-6 win over the University of Rochester. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time here on the Eagles Nest.